What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Thank y'all for tuning in to Ask Uncle T from the V, another live podcast where I take the answers, I answer them to the best of my ability. So y'all shoot them questions on over to Uncle T. Thank y'all for taking the time out y'all beautiful day. Thank y'all for taking the time out your beautiful days to chime in with Uncle T. I appreciate y'all. I really do. Thank y'all. Just know that, chat. Know that when y'all jump in here, Uncle T appreciate y'all for tuning in to the podcast. All right. I see we got Gigi in the building. That's the first one in the building today, coming through here by YouTube. Y'all give it up for Gigi. Yes. Before I get this thing started, y'all already know how Uncle T do. I do it a little old school. I'm going to read from my teleprompter. To those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. I'm Uncle T. I'm glad you're here. On this channel, expect to experience a vibe unlike any others. My viewers submit the questions. I do my best to answer them. I might incorporate some humor every now and again, but over here, this is a judgment-free zone. I also give my viewers a chance to call in, get their perspectives. Sometimes Uncle T may miss the mark. So with that being said, let's get this show started, y'all. Let's get this show started. We got Wes Craven in the building, y'all. Wes Craven in the building. Stay tuned in, Wes Craven. I got some good questions, my brother. I got some hell of a questions, my brother. Yes, I do. Y'all get on in here. Once a few more people get in here, Uncle T gonna do what he do and get the show started. Y'all feel me? Once y'all do what y'all do and get in here, Uncle T gonna get this show started. Gigi, can you see the chat from Facebook? Everybody connected nice and good. Just trying to make sure before we get this thing started that everything connected right before we get the show started. But we got a good show, some pretty good questions. I hope everybody feeling amazing. I do want to send my condolences. I heard it was a huge mass shooting in Chicago. I want to send my condolences. I see you got my boy in here. I see you, Satan. I see you. Give it up for everybody that's jumping in here. Give it up for him, y'all. Give it up for him. Thank y'all. But yeah, we send our condolences to the families that lost family members. I heard 4 women were killed, were unlifed. Sorry, 4 women were unlifed. And I think what they said, 4 men as well, just a couple days ago. So I just want to say, man, condolences to the family, y'all. All right, we got a few people on in here. We're going to wait for one more minute. I want y'all to jump in here. And when you jump in here, make sure y'all hit that subscribe, the like, and hit that bell so Uncle Tia will give you a notification when I drop this mail. Make sure you hit that bell so you get that notification when I drop that mail. Y'all feel me? Car in the building. We got Car in the building. Y'all give it up for Car. Yes, what's to it, Car? I need you to participate today, Queen. Participate. Join in. They like when you be talking. How you doing, Saturn? Okay, we got Renee in the building. We can go ahead and get this thing popping. I know a few more people going to start jumping in here from Facebook and whatnot. Hey, Wes, stay in the building with your boy, baby. Stay in the building with your boy. I got some nice interludes, some good stuff. We're going to go and get rid of him right now. We're going to get rid of him. And we're going to go and get this thing popping, y'all. Let's go and get this thing started just like that. Let's pull up the first question. They start off juicy. They starting off good tonight, like real talk. Uncle T got them good tonight. Why is it taboo to seek therapy in the Black community? Why is it taboo to speak therapy in the Black community? Thank you, Wes Craven. Thank you, baby. Me personally, I feel like it's taboo to seek therapy in the Black community because in the Black community, we care so much what people think. We also want to look cool. In a Black community, therapy is that's like the sign of weakness, the sign of you're being weak or something wrong with you. Something wrong with all of us. At the end of the day, something is wrong with all of us in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Therapy is okay. Therapy don't mean that you're in a Black community. We associate therapy with insane. You need some psychological help. All of us, at the end of the day, need some psychological help. We all been through trauma in our lives. So to my people in the Black community, wherever we got that from, wherever we get it from, let's erase that. Let's erase that. Just because you seek therapy, that doesn't mean that you're crazy, you're insane, you need a psychiatrist. It don't mean none of that. So let's stop associating that with that, because that's not what that means, that you need a psychiatrist, that you're crazy. So we have to stop doing that, okay? With that being said, let's see what the audience do. The audience have anything to say about associating taboo with therapy in the Black community? Because we really do look at it that way. That's what's crazy. I know I can honestly say we look at it that way, and it's not cool. It's not cool. Sometimes you just need somebody to talk to. Sometimes you need somebody other than who you know, who gonna be biased, to open up and talk to, and that's how you get past. That's how you get past the problem. That's how you start being able to live your life, by talking, opening up. And that's all therapy is, just opening up to someone other than who you know. All right, let's open up the lines. Let's see what the audience think about that, okay? The lines are open. Anybody that want to call in that's visually impaired, the number is 480-382-9792. That's 480-382-9792. Anybody want to call in right now, voice their opinion, give me their perspectives on, maybe you had an issue where you needed therapy or you didn't go get therapy because of what you thought people would think. So let me know what y'all feel. The lines is open. I'm going to play a little music in between just until we get a phone call or just to keep y'all vibing with me. You feel me? Let's keep y'all vibing with me. That's all. How was everybody day to day? Hopefully everybody had a beautiful day. Beautiful work day, made it home safe and sound. On the last podcast, we talked a lot about coercion with females and sex and getting people to do something that they literally don't want to do. And that's something big that we will talk more about. But let's respect our women, okay? Let's respect our women. That's what Uncle T want to say. Respect the women, y'all. All right. Hope the music vibing good. Hopefully I ain't too loud. The music not too loud. Everything looking and sounding good. Yeah. All right. We're going to keep them lines open for about 10 more seconds, y'all. We're going to keep the lines open for 10 more seconds, and then we're moving on to the next question. Let's ball on the mic right now. Let's Baller B on the mic right now, getting down. Baller B got some flows. Okay, we got a call coming in right now. Caller, you are live. Caller, talk to me.
What's up, my brother? Let me speak on that. Therapy, first of all, everybody, like you said, needs therapy. But the thing is, do you need therapy to start getting medicated to make yourself worse? Or do you need therapy because you've been really hurt and something really bothering you? I think therapy is like a two-way street. I heard what you said. You gave a great opinion. Like, I don't believe in it because I truthfully a fan of, I think, associating with people that love you and speaking out to people that you think is genuine would be more in your favor of counseling than going to some place where benefits off you and medicate you just to make you in a worse position than you really are. You don't need therapy. It's like we all suffering, man, because we grew up in a time, and if you're a 70s baby, you definitely felt the wrath. If you was a 70s baby, if you was a 60s baby, you was born with the wrath. 70s babies got the wrath. 80s babies, they came through the wrath. It's different trends for every different generation. They change, bro.
Right.
So
right.
You could say therapy, but a therapy is not somebody benefiting off you. I agree like 1,000,000% what you said, basically, because I'm just saying the same thing again.
So
I don't believe in it.
Why you associate therapy? Why do you associate therapy with medication? Therapy is not doesn't necessarily have to do with medication, especially if it's therapy for a particular type of trauma that you may have faced throughout your life, whether it was verbal abuse, whether it was child molestation, whatever it may be. Therapy doesn't come associated with medication. Nowhere near 100%. Sometimes, like I say, therapy is just opening up, having somebody to talk to listen to you, to help you talk yourself through your pain, through your trauma.
Okay, that's factual. When you go to that doctor is not your race. That doctor is not in your favor.
You don't have to go to a doctor to get therapy.
Listen. You gave a question. Let me answer. Why associated with medicine? Because every time we get some type of issue, we run somewhere, and next thing you know, they medicate us. I said that for a reason. I said it because it's factual. Me, myself, had to go get it. After the kidnapping and everything, they tried to give me some because they said I had anxiety and I was going through some trauma for being kidnapped at a young age and being beaten. So they was trying to keep giving me Thorazine. So I associate medicine with what you going through because that's what they tried to do to me.
Right. I get it. That's based off your experience. But sometimes you can just pick up a phone and call a therapist and that therapist take a specific kind of insurance, because I don't want to discourage the Black community from therapy, because you don't have to go get diagnosed to have a therapist. You can, like I say, you can find a Black therapist. There's plenty of Black therapists out there where you can just literally call them and they will do the job as far as with your insurance, and you don't have to pay for it out of pocket. So I advise, like I said, everybody need it. At some point, everybody need it. So I advise the Black community, trust me, we've been through some shit. So yeah, ain't nothing wrong with reaching out to a therapist.
As long as you, my brother, like you said, I agree with your answer. And what I say to that is, I would never do it again. I wouldn't advise nobody to do it again.
Right.
Because when you do that, what you do is you hurt that person more. I didn't take no Thorazine or nothing. I'm glad I didn't. Life put its trauma on me. Just being in this life makes it already therapy. You got to live through all this shenanigans. And then you got to sit up there and know that life not a box of chocolate. So I'll say this: to live is to suffer. To suffer is to understand. As long as you keep living, you understand. You keep living, you keep learning.
I heard that. I like that. All right. Appreciate that, caller. I like that.
All right. Thank you, my brother.
All right now. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Brother spoke some facts, spoke a few facts in there, but I still advise my audience, don't be discouraged by therapy. It's okay. Find you somebody that look like you, that can relate to you, and that listens to you. And that'll be a good therapist for you. That's all you need, somebody to listen and somebody to help you, instruct you through your suffering, whatever it may be. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Gigi. I agree 100% because that's everybody's experience. They think that they have to go to the doctor or go get diagnosed, and that's what we don't want to get. So I get him. I get him because that was his experience. He got diagnosed and you don't want to get diagnosed. So you just have to honestly go out there and find you a therapist that looks like you, call them up, have a consultation, have an assessment and go from there. But I appreciate that, Gigi. I thank you. All right. With that being said, we're going to close the lines. And we're going to move on to the next question, y'all. Very great question writer. That was a great question writer. We're going to move on to the next one. All right, y'all. Next question. I need your help. I met a very attractive lady at the gym. I was wearing gray sweats. The ladies know what that means. She's been on me tough. She's ready for me to beat it up. Oh my God, bro, you can bet she ready for you to beat it up, man. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, T-Man. I was in the process recording a show for my podcast. When she approached me, I had stuffed my pants to prove that the same women who ask for a real man aren't real themselves. I want to wait to pull the prop out, set it on the dresser right before I take her down and see if she changes her mind. Would that be wrong? Ha! I love it. So my brother was basically getting ready to do a podcast trying to prove to people that these ladies talking about they want a real man, but in actuality, they don't want a real man. So he stuffed his pants with a prop, whatever he used, a cucumber, whatever it may be. He put something in them gray sweats to make it look nice down there, you know, because women do like to see that big bulge. We're going to call it like it is. Women like to see that big bulge. They can say they don't, but they like that big bulge. And this woman was on them tough, ain't giving them no air to breathe. Do you pull that prop out? Not only, listen to me well, not only do you pull that big prop out them gray sweats, pull that big prop out them gray sweats and pop her ass upside the head with it. Okay? Listen to Uncle T. You know I'm going to keep it 100. Pull that prop out. Don't just sit it on the dresser, man. Pop her ass upside the head with that cucumber that she thought was your swiller. Hey, we got, I'm telling them like it is. Y'all can laugh if y'all want. Uncle T keeping it 100. Pop her ass upside the head with that cucumber. Hey, Black Panther, moi. I see you. We got Black Panther moi in the building. She ain't gonna stay in too long. She just like me to see her face. Let me know that she here representing a little bit, which I respect and I love her for it. But stay in and answer a few questions with her. Join the family for a little bit tonight, moi. Join the family tonight, moi. We gonna give it up for you anyway. So Uncle T told you how he feel. I told you how I feel. No, you ain't wrong for pulling that prop out. But the only thing you would be wrong for, and then I'm opening up the lines. The only thing you're going to be wrong for if you pull that prop out and you don't bust her ass upside her head with that prop. All right, the lines is open, period. Just like that. That's Uncle T answer right there. Y'all call on in. Let me know what y'all think. Should he pop upside the head with that prop? Should he not let her know? What should he do? I say pop upside the head. The number is 480-382-9792. That's 480-382-9792. Call in. Let Uncle T know, am I wrong for saying pop upside the head with that cucumber? She thought that was that big bulge. Huh? Let me know, am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong. Period. I know I ain't wrong. That's what she get.
Y'all know they gonna have incredible buns
That's
tonight,
what she get. That's what she get. Okay, we got another caller coming in. Caller, you are live. Talk to me.
Hey, let me say. Hey.
Talk to me.
First of all, let me say this. I got my own, so she can't put me out. I did a D'Angelo video before, and I was on Facebook, Instagram, because I had put both of them together, and I done the "How Does It Feel?" and I had the pickle going, and I was there, and the pickle was there out there, and I made sure the world knew that pickle with the mushroom head, was there, and you ain't got to question me. I got a name called Mixed with Dinosaur. But he did the best thing, do what you do that work for you. I ain't gonna put nothing in nothing. I'm just gonna pull it out in the door. When you say you want to see it, bang, boom, it is what it is. Wesley is Nestle.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't got no shame in my game. I'm love to sit up there and like women do their thing. They flaunt it. They put on stretch pants, biking shorts. Man, I don't gotta put on no biking shorts and no stretch pants. I ain't gonna put on gray jogging pants. When you come in my house, I'm just gonna throw it out. Now you got a chance to see that Wesley is Nesbitt. Point blank, he did his thing, man. It is what it is.
My caller say you come over, he ain't got to put nothing in his pants. He ain't got to put on no gray jogging pants. He just gonna pull it out. Bow. He ain't got to put up no prop. All right, all right. All right, all right. The lines are still open. We gonna leave them open for about 10 more seconds and we closing the lines and moving on to the next question, baby. But like I said, homie, if you was doing your podcast and you was playing with them like that, hey, and they bit, pop her ass upside her head with it when you take that prop out. Pop her upside the head. All right. All right, the lines are closed, y'all, and we moving on to the next question, baby. We moving on to the next question. All right. Why is it so hard for black men to protect the black woman? Why is it so hard for the black man to protect the black woman? I think it's I think, honestly, we got Ball in the building. Okay, Ball in the building, Ball to be in the building. There we go, there we go. That's my boy in the building. So I think it's hard for black men to protect the black woman. First of all, we lack self-love. We lack self-love. So if you don't love yourself, you're holding grudges. You didn't, like the question prior to this about the therapy, you didn't seek therapy. Sometimes you have resentment from your mom. You blame your mom that your dad wasn't there for a lot of us in the black community. You've seen something, you've heard something. A lot of these mothers talk about the dad to their daughters, overhear them talking about the dads to their friends. And these black men, as babies, they grew resentment. They grew resentment toward the black woman. Or, like I say, just a lack of self-love. And I think that's why a lot of black men don't protect the black woman. I said a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them. That's probably why they don't protect the black woman, because of resentment that they suffer from, abuse that they've received from their mother, talking about black men. People have to be careful. Women, y'all have to be careful what y'all say about the black man in front of the black child. Be careful, because things like this happen. Now we have a culture, a society where black men don't protect the black woman. Okay? So we need to be careful. We need to be careful, okay? All right. With that being said, Uncle T gonna give y'all a chance to voice, give me y'all perspective. Let me know what y'all think. The lines are open. If you're visually impaired, the number is 480-382-9792. That's 480-382-9792. Call in. Honestly, I don't know the story. I see them ears open, but I don't know the story he talking about. If I remembered the story, ain't no shame in my game to tell the story. GG. Not at all. Gonna leave the lines open for 30 more seconds, y'all, and we gonna move on to the next question. Yes. A sentimentals. All right, all right. Then throw him up. Hey, let's get this boy going. Let's get this boy going, y'all. Next question, baby. All right. Next question. My ex and I were granted joint custody agreement, 2 weeks with me, 2 weeks with her. During our very first exchange, she gave me a list of don't do's when the kids are in my custody. The most ridiculous one is don't let anyone, including me, touch our daughter's hair except her. She said I have to call her whenever I needed their hair done. My sister is a stylist. My girls have a lot of hair, and I haven't learned yet because they stay with their mother. Before the custody order, I don't think this is reasonable or realistic. How do I let her know that she can't control what I do with my girls at my house? She cannot control what you do. Wes Craven. Woo snapped on that one. Woo snapped, didn't he? No, she can't control what you do with your daughters at your house. Could you respect what she's saying? You can, but if you have a lady, okay, I'm gonna try to put myself in the woman's shoes, if that makes sense. So, Gigi say she sounds silly. I'm gonna try to put myself in a woman's shoes. If your kid's mother know that you a hoe, that you got different women coming through this house, I would tell a man like that something like that, if that makes sense. I would tell a man like that, don't let these different broads be in my... I can't lie to you. That's what, and as a man, me knowing who I am, if I was out there like that, I would respect what she's saying. Because if I knew my baby mother was a thought and having different men around my boy, I would say the same thing. Don't be having these different Negroes around my son. Don't let near one of these Negroes say nothing to my son. When you having a Negro over there, you can let me get my baby for that day or what. So I definitely can get it if that's the situation. But if this is a man that has a woman that he's been dating and this is his only woman, yes, she sounds silly. She can't control what's going on over at your place. She can't. But like I said, there's two sides to this, and I want to see and speak from both sides, if that makes sense. I want to speak from both sides, period. Okay, let's open up the lines. Let's see what y'all feel about that, because I think people feel a little different about that. But I want to speak from both sides. I don't want to be just one-sided. Nah, I'm good on that. All right. The lines are open. That's 480-382-9792. Yes, I get you, Gigi. She can request it. It don't mean that he have to listen. But out of respect for his daughters, if this man have different brides coming over his house and different brides is braiding his daughter's hair, if I was the mother, I would snap the hell out as well. Because some of them, he may not even know I'm good. You never know. You got some sloppy Negroes out here. You really have some sloppy Negroes. So trust me, I can dig it. I can just dig it. I can dig it. The lines is open, though. If you want to really give me your perspectives on it, the lines is open. And we can see if we can, I don't know why you don't understand where I'm coming from. Where I'm coming from, I just think it's real. It's respect. It's real. And that's the only thing I said. I think, honestly, if this is a sloppy Negro that's having 4, 5 women's, 3, 4, 5 women's over there at a time, I think that's, don't do that. Don't do that. If I was the mother, I'd say the same damn thing. All right now. All right, we got a call coming through. Caller. 1 second. You are live, caller.
Hey, Mr. Uncle T.
Hey.
I guess I get that you posed a scenario about him allegedly being a sloppy man. I give you that. But if he is a sloppy man, he was a sloppy man when he was with her. So she can't have morals all of a sudden when it comes to her kids. She slept with him. She had 2 kids by him. So her trying to control his household is just simply that. She's trying to control this man's household.
So what if he wasn't a sloppy man when he was with her?
If he was not, I'm just basing it off what you said. If he was not a sloppy man, then yes, I agree with her in a sense. But again, you cannot control this man's household when his kids are there. You can request it, but to send them with a don't do list, nah, you miss me with that.
And I get it. I agree with that part as well. But I do have a but. If my thing is, my only but is if this Negro is a Negro that's having different broads coming through the house while he got his daughters over there, and she know this for a fact. No, she can't control what's going on over there, but those are her kids, and she don't have to have.
Those are their kids.
Those are their kids. And if he choose to have 3 different women that he's sleeping around with, braiding her hair, he can make that choice. But she can also use that in the courts. And then,
no.
Yeah, she can. Yeah, she can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she can. Why can't she? If she have proof, if her daughters can speak up and speak to a lawyer and say, Daddy be having a lot of different women over there and they do be in our hair. I think any lawyer, that's a good fight. I think that's a good fight.
We're gonna agree to disagree. That is not a good fight.
So that'll be okay for your. I'm gonna switch it around. You're a woman. You're a woman. I'm gonna switch this around because I know you like to take up for men. So with that being said, if that was your daughter, and you know that your kid's father is a hoe, and you know he be with prostitutes, buzz downs, thoughts, and your daughter. No. I want to wait. And your daughter that you love.
I don't like
Your daughter that you love. I'm just saying, your daughter that you love, telling you that Daddy be having a lot of women over there, and you say, while y'all there, yes. Are they the ones braiding your hair? Yes. Who did your hair? I don't know their name. Oh man, I don't even know. I don't even know their name. It was one of them girls. That's okay with you?
Only reason why I'm not answering the question is because you're making this scenario up. He never said this in his question.
I just gave two different perspectives on the question.
Right. I get what you're saying. And I'm just saying, overall, she has no right to tell this man what to do with his children at his house when it comes to just to that.
I agree. I agree with that.
That's all I'm saying, because 2 weeks is a long time. He said the girls had a lot of hair. That hair is going to get messed up. I'm not calling you to come comb my kids' hair. No, she just want to be over there to be nosy. If that is the case.
I told you. I agree with all of that. She can't make him do nothing. But if it was what I'm saying, if it's what I'm saying, because we don't know. We don't know. So I got to give it from both sides. That's all. I can understand where she's coming from. And at the other side, if this is just a decent man, I can't understand nowhere where she's coming from. Mm-hmm. I agree. She can't tell him jack nothing, no matter even if he is a messy Negro. That's on him that he's raising his daughters like that. But if it was a woman that loves her daughter, you wouldn't want your daughter being raised like that over there at that Negro house either. That's all. If that's the situation.
Right.
That's all. But I agree with you. I can't lie. I agree with you. She don't have no control on what goes on at this man's house. I agree.
All right.
All right. Thank you, caller.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we got some debatable questions this evening. Let's give it up for that caller right there. I like that. Let's give it up for that caller. Yes. We got, when y'all get in here in YouTube, I see y'all jumping in. Please don't hesitate to give me a sub, y'all. Give me a sub. Thank you. I had a challenge up here too today. I wanted to see how many super chats Uncle T can get today. I had a challenge for the first 30 minutes to see how many super chats I can get. They're definitely appreciative. Help me upgrade my equipment, do different things like that. And also make sure y'all hit that like. After the podcast is over, leave a comment. All of this keeps YouTube putting the video in an algorithm, y'all. So make sure y'all go hit that like after the podcast as well. Thank you. Anyway, the lines is closed, y'all. The lines are closed, and we're moving on to the next question. It's funky tonight in here. It's heated tonight in here, but I love it. I love it. Next question, y'all. My husband and I have been married for 23 years. I received confirmation of my suspicions of him cheating. I ordered a private investigator. Oh, wow, really? I don't know, people really do that like that. Thought that was only in the movies. I ordered a private investigator and was provided with tons of evidence. The woman he's having an affair with is my sister's wife. So, okay, I'll take it. Her sister's wife, so her sister must be okay, I got it. He'd always joke that he could take her away from my sister, but I never thought he would actually do it. I told my sister, and she wants to confront them together. I agree. What would be the best way to go about confronting them? Y'all meet up at the same restaurant, or if y'all don't want to be messy like that, y'all set their ass up to be somewhere together, and y'all act like y'all ain't nowhere to be there. Y'all late. You know, y'all act like y'all late or something. And then just take a few pictures of their ass while they there by themselves. Both of y'all at like y'all 30 minutes away, 20 minutes away, and just catch their ass. Be somewhere with a camera, and y'all do y'all own private investigating, and then just send them the picture through the text message, and have they shit sitting outside when they get home. You feel me? You feel me? Do your own private investigating and sit they stuff straight outside and send them the text message. That's how you confirm. Ain't no need to go get into the he say, she say, this and that. Nah, they already caught. They already caught. Leave it at that. Y'all don't even need to hear the explanation. Don't even need to hear the explanations. Just send some of the pictures. Set their ass up, since they want to be together, set their ass up where all y'all seem like y'all gonna meet up at this place just to do a double date or whatever. However you get their ass there, get them there and leave them there. Let's open up the lines. I'm serious. Get them there and leave their ass there together. And when they come home, have their stuff outside. You feel me? Or if it's their crib, you be gone. One way or the other. Ain't no explanations around it unless y'all want to just join in all together and get on some freak off stuff. That's a lovely one, GG. Ooh, that's a real good one. I'm gonna open up the lines on this real quick. That's a hell of a way to do it. That's a hell of a way to do it. At the party, embarrass their ass. And in the last big fave, make that be a big bag of clothes. They stuff. Telling them to get the hell up out of there. Anyway, y'all, the lines are open, y'all. That's a good one. I love it. That is a good one. The lines are open. That's 480-382-9792. If you're visually impaired, again, that's 480-382-9792. GG, I got to give you a round of applause on that one. That was a good one. I like that. I really like that. Had their ass embarrassed at the party. Ooh-wee. We're going to keep them lines open for a couple more minutes, y'all. I'm going to go to an interlude after this question real quick. Just a quick interlude, let y'all see this. And it's a little bit of a little inspiration for my audience. Just a little inspiration for y'all. Okay? All right. We're going to close up the lines. The lines are closed, y'all. And I'm going to pull up something real quick for you, my people. Check this out. Check out old Unc. This is the other Unc, y'all. Check out the other Unc. Check him out.
You see, the underdog story is the realest story there is. Because when you come from nothing, you appreciate everything. You hustle different, you love different, and you lead different. I want you to do 3 things. Stay humble. Never forget where you came from. Stay hungry. Keep that fire in your soul. And stay true. Always be real with yourself and the world. Because the world don't need no more copies. It need originals. And trust me, ain't nobody else that can do what you do like you do. I'm in this bitch.
Y'all heard him. Y'all heard him. Y'all heard Uncle Snoop. Huh? Y'all heard Uncle Snoop. I thought that was very profound. And I just want to share it with my audience. It's funny, last night, I actually have custody of my son. I just was awarded custody of my son. And last night, I was just having the same conversation Literally, we was just telling my boy the same exact thing. Be true to yourself. Can't nobody be you better than you. Anytime you try to be somebody else, you're going to fail. You're gonna fail. And it's going to be a heartbreak. So don't find yourself getting caught up in being like somebody else that you admire or that you like. Don't find yourself like that. And that's the same exact identical thing I told my boy yesterday. And then I ended up running into this to Snoop. But anyway, I thought that was profound. Good one, Snoop. Real good one. All right. We're going to move on to the next question. All right. Question. There we go, baby. My son plays flag football. The coach and I are dating. We didn't flaunt it. We kept it professional at all times. During practice, in the games, we were seen. During practice and games, we were seen together by one of the players' mom. We spoke and left it at that. At the next practice, it was obvious that she went and told the other moms. I overheard one of them say, now watch how much playtime her son gets. We were dating long before I put my son in flag football. I'm a drama-free individual, so I've decided to pull my son from his team. He told me that it's not necessary. Should I put my son on another team to avoid these women altogether? Honestly, I think it's a good choice. I think it's a great choice to pour your son. One reason, I don't think the player-coach, the relationship with the mother, I don't think that's a good look. I think it's probably illegal, if I'm not mistaken. If you really like this brother, you will pour your boy, because you don't want him to lose his job at the school. You don't want him to lose his job at the school because, trust me, it can get messy real quick. It can go from 0 to 100 real quick. So that may be a hell of a smart choice to pull your boy, put him on another team, or stop seeing him altogether. But it's probably a little too late for that. You say they already talking, and you know how some of these Beckies can be. Some of these Beckies can be, you feel me? I ain't got to say it, but they can turn it into a real big old deal, and he can lose his job 100%. They can be recording your boy. Your boy might be the star on the team, and he may deserve all his playing time. But they'll make it like some of this school, this ain't professionals, all the boys should get equal time. It can go any other way. So, yeah, that may be a good idea. And with that being said, Uncle T gonna open up the lines and see what y'all think about that one. Anybody that's visually impaired and you want to call in, the number is 480-382-9792. That's 480-382-9792. Riding. Make sure y'all hit that sub. Those that's jumping in, that's new to the channel, hit that sub. Uncle T appreciate it. Y'all share the video as well. Share the video. Just hit the share and just share it to your page. Hey.
I guess this is just how it be when you're on chrome. Now that I'm on, bitches treat me like I'm heaven sent. Yeah, baller, be the Royals every press.
We're going to keep that line open for about 30 more seconds, y'all, and we're going to close the line and move on to the next question.
But I ain't on no killer shit, I'm trying to bust a hoe. If I ain't in the city, then you know I'm in the shot. Looking for a bust down with some pretty ass eye. But she gotta be classy with freaking disguise. The only way you riding with a nigga like I, you know I'm finna kill it, so we call it suicide. So if she
All right, y'all. All right, let's close up that line and move on to the next question, y'all. The lines are closed. The lines are closed. On to the next question. Gigi says she should throw up the F you to all them jealous heifers. I get it. She should do that after she leave too. Like I say, if that's her guy, she don't want her guy to be out of a job. You know, when you're dealing with them schools, y'all know how it be. So you know how it be. All right, y'all. All right. We're moving on to the next question. On to the next question, baby. I'm starting college soon and attending an HBCU. My father is insisting I join the same fraternity I told him that I would consider. I will consider it, but in actuality, it'll never happen. Everything from the hazing to the humiliation that is associated with joining a fraternity does not sit right with me. I don't agree with it. I'm not afraid of my dad, but my father is my hero. I don't want to disappoint him. How do I tell him that I'm not joining a fraternity? You're not afraid of your dad. The way Uncle T would do it, I will ask my dad, can we sit down and talk? Let him know in the door, Dad, you're going to be a little disappointed at your boy, but I have my reasons, and give him these reasons right here. I don't agree with the hazing. I don't agree with the humiliation. I just don't want to be a part of that, Dad. Don't be mad at me. I don't want to be a part of it. That don't mean I'm soft, Dad. You know I ain't soft, but I don't want to be a part of it. Could you please respect that? And if your dad is your hero, he must be a good fella. You feel me? If he's your hero, he must be a good fella. So you shouldn't have a problem with that, with telling your dad. I don't think you would have a problem. I don't think your dad would be like really upset with you. Try it. Go for it. Tell him. Okay? Tell him. See what it do. Tell your dad exactly how you feel, and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. I'm gonna open up the lines and see what anybody have some better advice. The lines are open. The lines are open. Someone may have better advice. Anybody that's visually impaired and you want to call in, that's 480-382-9792. That's 480-382-9792. Call in. Let me know what it do. Let me know if y'all have a better suggestion. Let me know if y'all have a better suggestion. Y'all feel me? How everybody doing out there? Everybody good? What y'all got planned for the 4th, y'all? Y'all got y'all some fireworks? Y'all ready? Y'all got any shows y'all going to? My people in the shower, y'all going to the Taste? How is the Taste? Do the Taste still have big fireworks out there? My people in the shower, do the Taste still have real big fireworks shows out there? Do everybody still show up? Huh? All right, y'all. Let me pull up this other interlude real quick. I told y'all I had 2 of them. This is another real good one. This is another real good one, y'all. Let me pull it up. All right. Y'all check this out.
Chosen and covered. So when you know that, everything's not going to be easy. You know, I had to get back to that because I knew I had a calling and I just stirred away from that. But I'm back. See, I know God chose me. I'm called, chosen, and covered. So when you know that, everything's not going to be easy. You know, I had to get back to that because I knew I had a calling and I just stirred away from that.
Y'all heard her? Ladies, fellas, we all have a calling. A lot of the time we get ourselves too covered in the smoky mirrors, the smoke, the fog, so many distractions that it pulls you away from your calling. Like Snoop Dogg said, be original, be yourself. The world already had too many copycats. And when you're trying to be other people, you miss your calling. Your calling becomes dim, if that makes sense, because you're too busy trying to be like somebody else. So, So don't miss your calling. Let your light shine. Too many people in the cemetery with dreams that's buried with them, with their calling being buried with them. So if you do find yourself straying away from your calling, straying away from your dream, find your way back. Find your way back. Okay? All right. Y'all, we got a quick one tonight. I'm only doing 8 questions tonight. That was my 8th question. I want to tell my people, my audience, thank y'all. I love y'all. Uncle T appreciate y'all. Y'all are the best audience that anyone can ever ask for, and I appreciate y'all. Y'all enjoy yourself over the 4th of July weekend. Y'all be safe. Y'all be safe. Watch those babies out there. Tara, I see you. We got Tara in the building. Tara, you know I already know you always share the podcast. But you may have to check this one out later. Aww. Thank you for joining in. Thank my audience. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Y'all be safe out there. Have fun out there. Eat good. Drink, but drink responsibly so you can watch them babies. Uncle T appreciate you. Uncle T getting out of here early tonight. But I love y'all. And more importantly, love yourselves. Okay? Be original. Be yourself. Peace. Uncle T out.